Our sustainable planet. Inspirational videos that inspire international communities to shape a green and social society. Join me, Pamela Peeters, and visionaries who understand the language of Mother Earth. In this series that bring you stories from the Arctic, I'm pleased to take you on a journey that began with a stay in Ottawa and then, thanks to the great service from First Air, to Pond Inlet, with a stop in Iqaluit. The purpose of this trip was to take care of community outreach during the Narwhal Transformative Technologies expedition under the leadership of Dr. Martin Nweeia. The team of 4, including an Eagle Scout who won a competition among 400 candidates, continued to further deepen connections established over 15 years with the Pond Inlet community. Inuit elders and hunters participated and even developed content for the upcoming 2017 Smithsonian exhibit, expressing their traditional knowledge in a changing Arctic environment, and this to a world audience.
Atau siya sama tako siya ang namit makong itugan.
Yeah, many times he's seen females with tusks, and a couple times he's seen a female with a double tusk.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's important.
Very rare.
Yeah, really rare. Yeah. And how often does he see the female with just the single tusk? Fairly often? Does he think it's like 10% of the population or more or less?
Ako ni ano tiri anani turani takulak sumagi.
Mana sa ako ni ubong isak siya kaya ang natugang ni. Takutoy na narunang yama. Ang natugang ni isak siya kaya few minutes ko anak tao.
Kanu kaya vi anna tuga.
Tuan nak sekulong mata. Tuan tukuta kulo itakyak laksuti.
Yeah, he noticed the guy brought in a tusk that was from a female because it's thinner.
Yeah. More.
Takutoy nak kaya nakto.
Yeah, he knows the difference. He grew up with all the wildlife and everything on the land.
Ang natugang tuan nak siya mutaki kulo garas tuat.
Yeah.
I had never been in the Arctic before and couldn't believe the very unusual feeling one gets when trekking all the way north and never seeing the sun set. This means that at 2 in the morning, the energy is still vibrant, which really whisked us out of our beds and got us on the beachfront, where we not only explored and discovered beautiful formations of ice, but also some amazing vegetation. While in the Arctic, when visiting the library in Pond Inlet during our Arctic Narwhal expedition, my husband and I bumped into Jo McInnis. Please introduce yourself.
Well, a legend hardly. A humble participant in the grand story of life. I have a wonderful relationship with this part of the world. In 1970, supported by the Canadian government, I started the first of 10 expeditions to develop the systems and the techniques to dive under 5 feet of ice in freezing cold water, and to see if we could work. This was for scientists, and we wanted to understand this underwater world in the Arctic Ocean. So over the years, the next 13 years, we did some 500 dives in the Northwest Passage, Eastern and Western Arctic, and first science dives under the ice at the North Pole. It's that this place has been so generous to us, the Arctic. It taught me everything I know about leadership, about discovery, about things that really, really matter. What is this? Why is it important? How can we share this information? How can it help humanity?
You say choreography of ice. Does ice dance?
Of course it
does.
Of course it does.
And the animals under, above, below, they dance with the ice?
Absolutely. A miraculous dance of creatures.
What has changed, if you can go back into that first moment when you were into the water in the 70s to today? What has changed in the Arctic?
Well, as everyone knows, sadly, the big change in terms of the Arctic and its weather is climate change.
Yeah.
And it's dramatic up here.
Yeah.
When you think that in 1974, the ice that covered the Arctic Ocean, 5 million square miles of ocean north of us, just north of us here, that surface area has diminished by about 40%, and the thickness of the ice has also diminished. Everybody knows this story.
What do you feel is needed besides the Pope and besides city leaders? I work on the citizenship. I work on the individual to pressurize.
Good for you. That's
it's the individual person who needs to make.
It's exactly
that.
And
I start with that.
Yeah, I was in New York last September at the Climate March, telling the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got it there because 400,000 people marched in the street with this one theme in mind. We have to do what we can as individuals so this means personally decarbonizing, diminishing our carbon footprint and really saying, let's be good to this planet.
Well, the planet is good to us. Day after day, everything we have is provided for by our Earth. So do we see that relationship? So can we give back and preserve the
I think so.
abundance?
And what's encouraging to me as a leadership analyst is that there are some fantastic people out there who, like Bill McKibben, Margaret Atwood, writers, scientists, David Suzuki, who are helping us understand the dimensions of the problems, who are mobilizing us, and I'm encouraged by that. I'm married to optimism.
I think our humanity is now being called to become really clever and start collaborating together through partnerships, because if we can make man go to the moon, we can make man stop polluting and actually prevent it to happen in the first place.
So you're optimistic?
Oh, I'm very optimistic. Okay, so that makes two of us. Because I'm a believer that our sustainable planet will be a reality very soon. Thank you for the interview.
Oh, my pleasure. That was fun.